So the 2023 Google Broadcore update is rolling out as we speak. This is the first Broadcore update by Google in the past 6 months, and it comes as a really weird time because the 7/2023 Google ended the product review update, so that had completely rolled out. And 7 days or 8 days later now, Google has announced that it has running the Broadcore update. And we had a lot of fluctuations when the product review update was rolling out. And I had said that, this is not only affecting websites that have product reviews on them, but they're also affecting other websites. And this is something that Google came out and said that, yes, our update is affecting other websites. And because I was seeing, the rankings go up and down, I was seeing the traffic, I was seeing everything else that was changing because the update was rolling out and for my clients that didn't have product review sites. And now, even though Google has just announced this, I think it was a few hours ago, I have seen this fluctuation for the past 2 days. So what is happening is that Google is rolling out the updates first and announcing it days later. And so if you're someone who does SEO, you can see, the rankings just go wild. And so today you would be on the second spot on the first page, and then tomorrow you would be on page number 4, and then the next day you'll be on page number 3, and then maybe on page number 1 again. And this is the kind of fluctuation that is indicative of Google rolling out an update. But the Broadcore update, which is this one, is going to be really destructive. And even though Google doesn't say this, but I'm looking at the way the websites are fluctuating, and they've been doing this for the past 2-3 days. And now that it's been announced, I now know for sure that Google is running an update, and it's not just any update, it's the Broadcore update. And with the Broadcore update, Google is really changing its core algorithm. And so it's changing the way it looks at your content. It changes the way how it looks at your backlinks. It changes the way of how it values your website as a whole. And Google has no advice for you to prepare for this. And it seems that Google starts rolling out these updates every month, and this affects rankings. It's not only bad for people who do SEO, because then they have to continue working on the site and, waiting for the update to stop rolling out before they can re-optimize the site if there's lost rankings. But the problem is also that people, especially businesses that are who are on a limited budget, and they're thinking, all right, so we're going to optimize the site, and when it gets to like page 1, we're not going to need any more SEO. And the problem with that approach is that when you have an update running that affects your website almost every month of the year, and it just goes up and down, you need someone to run ongoing SEO for you, and it might not be the ideal situation, but this is what Google is creating. So we'll either run the expensive Google ads if you have the budget, and if you want to do SEO, you have to put up with a lot of fluctuations with the ranking. So we'll get back to the Broadcore update. So Google doesn't have any specific advice for this, but I have advice for you guys. So before I go into this, guys, like and subscribe the video. I also do SEO for a living, and there's a link in the description if you're looking for an audit, if you're looking for someone to do SEO for you, if you're looking to maybe just consult with someone. You can click on the link, fill out the form, and get in touch with me, and I will be happy to talk to you. What should you do when there's a Broadcore update running out? Well, generally speaking, and this is not specific to this update, but you should take a second look at your content. If you've lost rankings, or if you're losing rankings, the first thing is don't start optimizing right now until Google announces that the Broadcore update has stopped rolling out. So don't do any SEO work. You can do social media work, you can do PPC work, you can do all the other work, but don't do on-page SEO work right now. But maybe some off-page work is fine, link building, stuff like that. So that's fine. But don't do any on-page work because it will take time before the rankings settle. And it might take maybe until the update ends. It takes another 2 or 3 days after it ends for the rankings to settle. Once the rankings settle, you start taking a second look at your content, make note of where you were ranking for a specific keyword before the update, and now where you're ranking after the update. Take a look at how that keyword is used on your page. If you think it's excessively used, and that's one of the reasons you are penalized, remove excessive instances or replace them with LSI counterparts. That's one thing you can do. Second thing you can do is take a look at if your content is authoritative. Make sure that the links to LinkedIn, to Facebook, social media sites, the author is known. For instance, the author can be verified as a real person. Make sure that's one of the things that you're doing with your website. The third thing you'd want to do is also take a look at how the content is structured, internal structure, internal links. This I talk about a lot because this is now our major ranking factor, is how well your internal links are built. And so look at how, if there are content gaps within the website and within the content, and if you can address those gaps, because if you can, that will improve your rankings. And so overall, these are like 3 things that you should do to improve your rankings after a core update. But don't do anything right now, because what many people will also discover is that their rankings improve after the update, and they may go from page 3 to page 1. Just because Google sees their website as being more authoritative. So don't make any changes right now. Wait for until the update stops rolling out, and then start making the change. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I have an upcoming video on how to find and use zero volume keywords to get a ton of traffic. I'm working on it. Make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the bell icon, because that's the only way you will know when my newest video drops, and then you'll be able to watch the video. So anyways, guys, like the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.